Okay, my turn. This is called I Remember. I remember when I was young, Dad was a keen smoker. I thought he was magic, how we could make an entire cigarette disappear with one puff. Especially when he was thinking. I remember Dad never seemed to sleep. A problem when I would sneak home late. There he would be listening to the wireless all the time, often in his pilled yellow dressing gown. I remember Dad playing the piano, playing the black and white rag over and over again, and me trying to get him to play faster and faster till I thought he would explode. He never did, but it was fun to watch. I remember that booming, refined voice and how I watched him project, how his eyebrows would dance, and his face contort, and how surprised people were to realise that that voice came from him. That just didn't seem natural. I remember Dad reading Watership Down to us kids in that gravel voice at bedtime, and thinking he really does have quite a cool voice. Dad never stopped reading aloud. In later years he would read something and would recite pretty well the whole thing to you if you let him. I remember how I would visit him and he would ply me with copious cups of specially made instant Barrie coffee that only Dad could make. More a body cleanser really, but I think it helped my immune system, so I drank lots of it, swimming pools of it. Dad was a keen coffee drinker. I remember Dad singing a lot, loud and classical. Sometimes with his organ chomping, he'd strike up a melody singing the bass line, usually reading Bach. Bach ruled, and Dad could sing multi-parts, so he did, with the organ accompanying him. And when he wasn't playing, he'd put on the latest Bach Musica CD, and we'd listen to that, listening out for him. He was very proud of his singing, the church choir and Bach Musica. I remember Dad's humour, even when maybe it was unintended. In hospital he made me laugh a couple of times. Even in his deepest frustration, his eyes would often twinkle. I remember Dad's love for his grandchildren. That would be because they are awesome, and he knew that. Last week when Dad passed away, Sam came into the lounge with instructions to write down the 15 top things I liked about Granddad. This was a test and I had 10 minutes. Joe had to do it as well. Sam returned 10 minutes later to mark the answers. Joe had all ticks, with the teacher comment, amazing. I unfortunately didn't do so well. Beside number 5, I had written Granddad's jokes. This received a big cross and a comment, don't agree. Thinking about it, Sam's probably right. But I know Dad would have found this funny, as it fits in with the Crichton humour and family motto, when in doubt, just laugh uncontrollably. I remember Dad as proud, smart, caring, positive, no matter what the circumstances, optimistic, even when perhaps he should not have been, at times stubborn and cantankerous, and sometimes the great procrastinator. A man of few words and some long, dramatic pauses. But happy and satisfied with life. I remember nearly 3 months ago when Dad went into hospital and the future was bleak. I was hunting around Sam's bookshelf for a bedtime story to read. I came across this storybook, The Jester Who Lost His Jingle. I'd never seen it before. I'm pretty sure it was a gift from Mum to the kids, and I read it to Sam. It's by David Saltzman. Without going into the story here, the title gives it away anyway. The jester learns how to make people laugh again, and how important laughter is in life. I read the story to Sam, including the author's notes at the back, and it's that message in part that I now read. And I know it's a sentiment that would have resonated with Dad and how special our lives are. During his final year at Yale, David was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. For the next year and a half, he kept a comprehensive journal of his thoughts and drawings while completing The Jester Has Lost His Jingle and other stories. In his journal, David wrote, "The best we can do is live life. Enjoy it and know it is meant to be enjoyed. Know how important and special every time, moment, person is. And at the end of the day say, I have enjoyed it. I have really lived in the moment. That is all. All is that. Is. Is such a powerful word. It's not was or will be. It is. Is alive." David was 22 years old when he died. So one last point. Dad is alive in us. And that is how I remember him.